Hello Normans, and welcome back to this week's Norman News at Home edition. I'm Alana Morgan. Stay tuned for news on a specialized microscope and more on how to start a club this year. Around the school in 30 minutes, this is the Norman News. Are you interested in traveling to the edge of space? Some may be confused, but for you space lovers, you could travel to the edge of space as early as next year. I know, insane. According to multiple sources, there's a high-tech hot air balloon that will take riders to the edge of space by 2021. This 6-hour trip will consist of a 2-hour ascent above 99% of Earth's atmosphere. You can also enjoy a 360-degree view from the cabin before the spaceship makes its 2-hour descent to the ocean. If you're interested, one ticket would cost you about $125,000. You should also look at the age requirements first. Crazy to think that you could travel to the edge of space in a hot air balloon, but not just any hot air balloon, a high-tech one. Now to Jonah with some medical news.
Thanks, Alana. University of British Columbia researchers have developed a specialized microscope that has the potential to both diagnose diseases that include skin cancer and perform incredibly precise surgery, all without cutting the skin. The researchers described the technology in a study published today in Science Advances. Our technology allows us to scan tissue quickly, and when we see a suspicious or abnormal cell structure, we can perform ultra-precise surgery and selectively treat the unwanted or diseased structure within the tissue without cutting into the skin, said Yi-Mei Huang, co-leader author of the study and the former postdoctoral fellow at the Department of Dermatology and Skin Science at UBC and BC Cancer. This advancement can save many lives in the future, and I cannot wait to see how it will change those lives. Now, let's send it to Jackson with this week's sports news.
The NBA playoffs have been really exciting recently with some big wins. On Saturday, the Lakers beat the Blazers to put them into the second round of the playoffs. This is the first time in years that the Lakers have made it past the first round. The Lakers have been playing very well, and it seems like they're on track to make it to the Western Conference Finals. On Monday, the Bulls beat the Bucks in Game 1 of the conference semifinals with a lot of help from Jimmy Butler. Butler dropped 40 points, helping the Bucks win 115-104. On Sunday, the Nuggets were able to beat the Jazz in order to force Game 7. This series has been very exciting and very close. Jamal Murray and Donovan Mitchell have been battling it out, each dropping 50-point games. Some players seem to be playing much better in the bubble. It will be interesting to see how the playoffs play out at this point. Thank you, and now to some more news.
Thanks, Jackson. The NBA playoffs are well underway, and we are getting closer and closer to the finals and to the end of the season. So far, the Lakers and the Clippers have beaten their opponents in the first round. They will be advancing to the second round shortly. In the Eastern Conference, the Boston Celtics are playing against the Toronto Raptors, and the Milwaukee Bucks will be playing the Miami Heat. These are all good teams, and watching the games is going to be very interesting because of that. Last week, there was a short break in the season when the Bucks were supposed to play the Magic, but neither team showed up to the court. They were boycotting in support of social justice, and the NBA took a break for a few days after this game. However, everything is back on track, and I can't wait to see some more basketball in the next coming weeks. Stay tuned, and now to Rachael with entertainment.
Chadwick Boseman, star of the movie Black Panther, has passed away due to colon cancer, which he had been battling since 2016. Boseman passed away at the age of 43. He played the role of King T'Challa in the revolutionary film, Black Panther. Boseman was seen as a symbol of Black power and inspiration. He began his career after graduating from Howard University, a historically Black school located in Washington, D.C. Boseman landed his first breakout role in 2013, playing Major League Baseball star Jackie Robinson in the film 42. Boseman's most notable role of the Black Panther was introduced in the Marvel movie Captain America: Civil War. After his debut in the Marvel Universe, he starred in his own film, Black Panther. Unfortunately, Boseman has passed away before the premiere of the second movie in the series, which was set to release in 2022. The NAACP paid tribute to Boseman, claiming that he showed us how to conquer adversity with grace. Boseman passed away fighting and will forever be known for his famous line, "Wakanda forever."
Good morning. My name is Adriana Shnayderman, and I'm here to give you a glimpse into this week's entertainment drama. Actor Chadwick Boseman, who starred in the MCU as Black Panther, Jackie Robinson, and James Brown, died this past Friday, August 28th, from cancer. He was 43. Publicist Naghi told the Associated Press that Boseman passed away at his home in Los Angeles with his wife and family by his side. Boseman was diagnosed with colon cancer 4 years ago, but had not spoken publicly about it. He leaves behind a wife and mother. Born in South Carolina, Boseman graduated from Howard University and has been playing small roles in television before his big break in 2013 when he played the baseball star Jackie Robinson in 42. Boseman died the day the Major League Baseball was celebrating Jackie Robinson Day. That's all for today, folks. I'm Adriana Shnayderman with Entertainment News.
This week we'll be talking about the new movie Chemical Hearts. Chemical Hearts is a 2020 American romantic drama film written, produced, and directed by Richard Tan. It is based on the novel Our Chemical Hearts by Crystal Stutterland. It stars Austin Abrahams and Lily Reinhart. In this movie, a high school senior falls in love with a new transfer student who hides a heartbreaking secret. Teenager Henry Page considers himself a hopeless romantic but has never fallen in love. He aspires to be a writer and to be chosen as editor of his high school newspaper. This newspaper's faculty advisor disappoints him by making him share the editor position with Grace Town, the new student in his class. Grace is physically handicapped, walking with a limp and using a cane. After Henry finds out the dark secret she'd been keeping to herself, they avoid each other. Grace leaves the newspaper after taking some time off school. After the last issue of the newspaper is released, to which Henry has contributed a heartfelt essay about the biochemistry of teenagers, they meet in a school hallway. This movie was released on August 21st, 2020 by Amazon Studios and received mixed reviews from critics. That's all for this week. Now grab some popcorn, sit back, relax, and stay tuned for this week's new movie trailer.
You are never more alive than when you're a teenager. Your brain is flush with chemicals that can turn your life into a story of epic proportions. And yet, by the start of my senior year, nothing interesting had ever happened to me. Then, something finally happened.
Hi guys, come on in. Grace just transferred here from East River. I think you make a truly dynamic editor-in-chief duo.
I'll help with editing and design, just not writing.
Hey, why'd you give up writing?
I was asked to write something about someone really important to me, but I just couldn't find the words.
It's funny, because I can't find the words when I talk, and you can't find the words when you write.
Have you ever had a girlfriend?
No.
Why not?
I don't know, I'm not really good at this stuff. I feel like I don't know anything about you.
I used to be good at socializing.
What changed?
9 months ago, car swerved coming around a bend and flipped. Come here.
You look,
Thoughty?
I was gonna say hot. Hey, Grace, just want to say hi. And that hope last night just kind of meant a tiny fraction to you as it meant to me. That was done.
The teenage years are limbo.
Is that your mom?
No. Yeah, it doesn't matter. The world tells you to express yourself, but the minute that you do, it tells you to shut up. Just ask her what's going on.
Are you all right? I don't know, like, how I'm supposed to help.
I'm messed up, Henry. I'm messed up. No, it's not when you realize you can't fix me.
What's wrong? It's regular stuff you are not gonna understand.
We're not regular people.
No, are you kidding me? Your relationship's been perfect since you were, like, my age.
There is a reason why, when every adult talks about young people, they can't avoid the truth.
Stop leading me on.
I'm confused, Henry. I don't know.
I know. I've known since, like, the very beginning.
That being young is so painful. It's almost too much to feel.
With so many headlines of crime, devastation, and frankly bad news, many believe that we're in need of something good. A Spanish-language journalist started the Good News movement, and it has been a source of inspiration and joy for millions of people all around the world. The journalist named Sue Papuedas founded the Good News movement all by herself. She has claimed to always have had an interest in good news and the power of positivity. After 10 years as a news journalist in Australia and London, she became the youngest radio news director in the country. With success came disillusionment and the realization of the negative impact she was having on the world. She first attempted to change the media from within by establishing a good news segment. It was on air for a matter of days before it was squashed by management, who claimed that no one was interested in the good news. Sue's desire to make a positive difference has led to the creation of the Good News movement in order to demonstrate to the media that there is indeed an audience for good news. Not only is there an audience for positive content, but there's also much more positive things happening in the world than negative. A simple shift in focus toward the positive could bring about massive change in the world.
Thanks, Jacob. On Monday, the city of Beverly Hills ordered misdemeanor curfew violation charges against 25 people tangled in a June 26th protest. Beverly Hills sanctioned an unspecified curfew in early June that forbids anyone in residential neighborhoods between 9 p.m. and 8 a.m. The city of Beverly Hills is reacting to a protest that occurred on June 26 when about 100 protesters from the Black Future Project got together near Beverly Gardens Park. The Beverly Hills Police Department stated that the protesters equipped a van with speakers and amplification equipment that granted music to be heard from 100 yards away. The BHPD also claimed that a protester cut down an American flag and tried to burn it. The city was denounced for detaining and holding onto 28 protesters for up to 18 hours. According to other police departments, they have issued citations and quickly arrested protesters, especially during the pandemic when police want to elude overpopulating in jails during a pandemic. One protester argued on Twitter that he was held for 18 hours with no phone calls and declined medication. According to the Beverly Hills Police report, there was a protester who fainted during the time of the detainment. After public pressure and calls from the National Lawyers Guild, the protesters were eventually released. Now to Alana with school news.
Thanks, Phoebe. If you normally eat lunch at school and now you are wondering where to get lunch from, no need to worry because our school will be providing a breakfast and lunch, and every student overall qualifies for this program. If you are interested, you can head on over to Durant Drive once a week on either Wednesday or Thursday or an alternate date that you picked. Make sure you bring your student ID and email cafe@bhusd.com if you have any questions. Now to Jonah with some more school news.
Thanks, Alana. Normans, if you are interested in making a club this year, make sure to get an advisor and a sponsor for your club. Then fill out your club constitution. If you haven't sent in your constitution yet, make sure to email Mr. Hangler, the new head advisor of ASB, at nhangler@bhusd.com. In addition, if you would like to join a club in the near future, make sure to attend Club Day this month to look at all of Beverly's new and returning clubs. Remember, Club Day will be on Wednesday, September 9th. Now to Jonah with this week's weather forecast.
Hello, my name is Jonah Farahmand, and I'm here to bring you this week's live KBEV weather forecast for the week of September 4th, 2020, for those of you who are wondering what the weather is like outside due to the coronavirus. This week, Los Angeles will continue to see sunny weather with hot temperatures ranging from the high 70s to low 90s. Today, we will begin our week with a balmy high of 77 degrees. Tomorrow, Saturday, brings hot temperatures of 87 down to a low of 75. On Sunday, the last day of the week, we will see sunny skies with a temperature at a high of 91 degrees. Starting us up with a new week, later on, we will see a bit of the same temperatures. Monday brings a high of 85 degrees to a low of 68. On Tuesday, there will be a high of 79 degrees Fahrenheit, and on Wednesday, there will be a high of 80 to make things warm again. Thank you so much for watching this week's live KBEV weather forecast. I'm Jonah Farahmand. Now back to the desk.
Hungry after class, Normans? Put that bag of chips down and try a healthier snack instead. While in quarantine, teens have been twice as likely to pick up an unhealthy snack to eat rather than something so much better for you to boost your immune system, stay in shape, and help you feel better about yourself. Instead of munching on some cookies, try a fruit or vegetable with a sweet twist to it. You can add a sweet add-on to a fruit or vegetable by adding Nutella, peanut butter, or sunflower butter. Why not try a trail mix? You can add some of your favorite little snacks into a trail mix with granola, dried fruits, and nuts. It's not always bad to have your favorite junky snacks though. We all have our favorite guilty pleasures, and it is completely normal to binge on your favorite snack. Make sure to eat the unhealthy options within limits because too much sodium or sugar intake can be very dangerous. Make sure to stay safe, Normans, and try to choose the healthier options in life. Now, let's send it back to the desk.
That's it for this week's Norman News. I'm Jonah Danesh, and we will see you all next week.